What is up, everybody? Today we are here with the top 8 movies of my favorite movies, at least, from the John McTiernan. He's an old school, probably one of the best old school action directors from the 80s. Made a lot of classics that a lot of you know. And then some ones that weren't not as good maybe in the 90s, but still, fantastic director. I would have loved to have seen him direct the fourth Expendables movie, but that never happened, of course. Instead, we got the dumpster fire we got. But starting off with number 8, these will be going from worst to best, is going to be the Thomas Crown Affair. This was not kind of the movie he would normally kind of make, which is why it's at the bottom of this list. There's another movie that he made that was the worst he ever made, and that was Rollerball, but that will not even be on this list. But the cast was pretty solid for this movie. It was kind of a whodunit kind of espionage kind of thief thing. But it was okay. Pierce Brosnan and Rene Russo were not exactly, didn't have great on-screen chemistry, which might have had to do with this being at the bottom of the list as well. But yeah. Number 7 would be Last Action Hero. This movie just wasn't good. As a kid, I kind of enjoyed it, but then as you watch it over and over, it gets worse and worse. Probably not Arnold's best outing either. But from what I hear behind the scenes, these two didn't get along, at least on this movie. And it probably led to this movie being bad if it wasn't bad already script-wise. But yeah, still not my favorite Arnold movie either. Number 6 would be The 13th Warrior. This one was actually pretty fun. It started off kind of slow. I do like Antonio Banderas in certain roles, and he did do really well in this movie. Didn't know a lot of the supporting cast actors, but still definitely a different movie for John McTiernan, and this was made in the 90s, but this was one of his better late 90s movies versus, like Last Action Hero and stuff like that. But definitely worth checking out if you haven't seen it before. Then we have The Hunt for Red October. I know a lot of people will probably be mad that it's not further up on the list. It was a great movie, don't get me wrong. It's just I think he's made better movies than this. And when you're starting to split hairs and be like, that's a great movie, and it's already like not even towards the top, that's a really good sign of a great director. So beginning of the Jack Ryan movie franchise thing before they switched out Alec Baldwin for Harrison Ford, probably because he's a little bit more marketable. But or either Alec Baldwin was making another movie, I forgot what it was. But still very solid. Sean Connery did amazing in this movie as well. So check this out if you haven't seen it before, or you're a fan of the Jack Ryan series on Amazon but haven't seen the movies. They're worth checking out. Then we have Basic. Yes, I did put this above The Hunt for Red October because I really enjoyed this movie. It's one of those movies where you really don't know fully what's going on until the very end of the movie. I love movies that keep me guessing like that. And the fact that John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson had amazing performances on top of it made it even better. And then you get the old school direction of John McTiernan. So very, very fun movie. And then at number 3, we have Predator, which is probably the best, or if not one of the best, sci-fi action movies out there. John McTiernan, again, working with Arnold, and I don't know if they had problems on the set of this movie or not, and it kind of went over to Last Action Hero. But very fun movie, amazing cast for this movie, too. But, again, a lot of people will be like, why isn't this further up on the list? Because everyone kind of knows, I'm sure, what the next 2 movies are. It's just a matter of if you can guess the order of those 2 movies. But number 2 is going to be the original Die Hard, which is the measuring stick to all action movies. And the only reason this is number 2 and not number 1 is because I like number 1 more than this movie, just because it was on a grander scale. And I like the whole vengeance of the villain in the next one. But this one's absolutely phenomenal. I go back and watch this movie every Christmas. Yes, it is a Christmas movie. But very fun. You know, I wish that before Bruce Willis had his health diagnosis, they could have made a 6, but never happened, which sucks. I hope they don't make a 6 with someone else. But number 1 is Die Hard with a Vengeance. And that is because Jeremy Irons and Bruce Willis had amazing chemistry in this movie. It felt big. It felt dangerous. The situations John McClane was in was amazing. Samuel L. Jackson was also a great comedic kind of addition to the movie. Just like Justin Long was great for Live Free or Die Hard, Samuel L. Jackson was great for this movie. I miss old school action movies like this being in the theater and being made all the time. Unless you're going to see a Jason Statham movie or a Gerard Butler movie these days, you know, you don't get movies like this anymore, which is sad. But yeah, that does it for this video. If you like content like this, please like and subscribe. Your support is much appreciated. I am also over on Letterboxd. The link to that is in the profile description of this channel. Otherwise, until next time, guys.